Over 2 decades later, a Nas diss on Tupac has emerged, and this Nas diss on Tupac may be iller than ether. A lot of y'all have already heard the Tupac Nas diss, and of course, any Tupac diss is going to be brutal. However, if this diss by Nas was released back in the day, then it would have stirred up a whole world of trouble. Once again, you'll see why rappers shouldn't diss Nas. He's lyrically nothing to play with. First, I'm going to play you with this Nas diss track, and then I'll come back and let you hear Snoop Dogg detail what happened between Nas and Tupac. Let's get into this snippet of Nas diss on Tupac.
Two toxic Timbs, 2 blue rocks and bins. Who got the ends? The type of Tupac pretend to all shine. Guess who got revenge? I won't showboat, my flow choke you. And if it don't, the fofo will smoke you. Left your seed reminiscing on you. MCs, I'm pissing on you. Shine cause my chips are longer.
Now some of y'all may be wondering what caused all this drama between Nas and Tupac back in the day. Hip-hop legend Snoop Dogg claims he was there when the whole thing went down. And he's finally ready to let the world know what happened between Nas and Tupac. Here's what Snoop Dogg had to say on Hot 97.
Because actually it was a story even more gangster than that. Him and Nas in that Central Park. I don't know if y'all heard about that.
No. I would love to hear it though.
Oh, it's so gangster.
Please indulge us about Central Park.
This is where I meet. This is the prequel to me and Angie Martinez going to the radio station to have an interview.
Okay.
Because Death Row. It's when MTV had an award show at the Central Park. I don't know if that's the right name of the park, but it was a big park. So Tupac and all of us from Death Row, we mobbing. We see Nas. He walk up to Nas. Nas got about 100 goons with him.
Sounds right.
That I know that they killers, but Pac ain't tripping and he just don't care. So he walk up on Nas. Nas reached to shake Pac hand. And Nas said, I got love for you, Pac. And Pac said, well, if you got love for me, I got a song coming out where I dissed you, Jay-Z, Biggie. He named about 40
shit I ever wrote?
He named a bunch of niggas. And he told Nas, if you got love for me, you ain't gonna say nothing after this record come out. Nas shook his hand. And when he shook, you know, when you shake somebody's hand and you look over their shoulder, he had 100 behind him. All of them had their hand, did him like this, like winked his eye, like don't do it. And he shook Pac's hand. He said, I love you, Pac. And they separated. And then Pac looked at me. He said, I told you, we got these punked out here.
Damn.
But to me, Nas was gangster because he didn't push the light. He could have pushed the green button and we'd have been done. Because we didn't have no artillery in New York. They did. But at the same time, when all of that went down, Angie Martinez slid up on me. Hey, whoa. You want to come to the radio station and talk about, I'm like, yeah, for sure. I like you, Angie Martinez, you know what I'm saying? Because New York and LA, we wasn't really like that. It was just love, but it was a standoff kind of love. Like,
right,
know we love y'all. You do, y'all?
Right.
It wasn't like that. So she embraced me and brought me to the radio station. And when she brought me to the station the next day, she asked me, how you feel about Puffy and Biggie? And I told her the truth. Them was my homeboys before Pac got on Death Row. I used to come to Bad Boy around with a few up there, you understand?
Hello.
And
hello.
You know,
hello.
Bring Biggie that green, you know what I'm saying? That, you understand me, connected with the Clinic. These is my dudes. Why you think on his record, the last record he made, trying to sell records like
Snoop.
Oops.
Exactly.
I'm not supposed to be saying this, but it's him. So it's okay to say this. And he played that record for me before he passed away. Imagine that. When I'm in the studio with him, he got 3 studios cracking, 10 Crack Commandments, another song, and this song going on in one room. And he called me in the room and we smoking like, I want you to hear this. And he banged that with all his homies in there. And we smoking. I'm like,
trying to sell records like Snoop.
This is the ultimate compliment. While we in the heat of the battle. You understand what I'm saying? While we ain't supposed to be liking each other.
Right. Man,
but it's
I wish
love.
I would have went a different way.
See, but that was love, though. That just shows you that that's why can't nobody in New York disrespect me on that tip. Biggie loved me and I loved him. And I never jumped in that. I never acted funny towards him when I knew him and Pac was clashing. and I never took sides. I never got on none of those songs. There was many nights where they played songs like, dog, give me a verse. And I'll listen and be like, oh, no, I'll come back. I'm going to do my verse later. Because I ain't finna be a part of that.
Whoa. Now, as much as this Snoop Dogg story sounds believable, Nas has an entirely different story about what happened between him and Tupac. Once Nas released this information, the internet was lighting Snoop Dogg up and calling him all kinds of liars. I'll let y'all decide who's lying and who's telling the truth. Here's what Nas had to say about his standoff with Tupac on Hot 97.
Seen him backstage. I'm like, do your thing. He's like, and you do yours. I said, see, I know it's some funny, you know what I'm saying?
It was one of those like side out the neck joint, like and you do yours, my G.
Yeah, he was about to go present an award, so he really couldn't turn around and get with me and talk to me, but because he's about to walk on. But I'm walking backstage and I see him and I'm like, yo, all right, do your thing. And he's like, and you do yours, because he knew where I was coming from really wasn't an all love place, because there was a rumor of Machiavelli coming out. And so I was really want to check the temperature with him. And but it turned up. My brother and them, they seen them in Outlaws, and shout out to the Outlaws, man. And they had some words or whatever. So we went to damn, this is an old story, man. So at that point, it was necessary for us to address the situation, because they was in the city, and we had to step to our business.
And so there was a little bit of tension for real in real life. It wasn't just a rumor. It was a lot
of tension. It was a lot of tension. They was in New York, and it was, you know, their chest was out. They was doing their thing. Death Row signed. So we had to go and step to them.
And was there a real conversation between you two that quelled it?
Oh yeah. We had a great convo, man. He was like, you know, he explained that he thought I was dissing him, and he thought, and not on the song The Message, you know what I'm saying? He thought I was dissing him, and I heard that he was dissing me at clubs. And
straight out of the gate, he thought the fake thugs, no love, right? The first line of The Message? Wow, I never even knew that was a thing.
Wow.
Last person I was even thinking about when I wrote that record, just right, I was just going. You know what I'm saying? It was just going at everybody. You know, just coming. So he thought that, and then I was like, well, I heard you was coming at me. I said, no, that wasn't about you, but I heard you was coming at me, you know, back and forth. And it was like, yo, Nas, we brothers, man. We're not supposed to go through this. And I was like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, so we had a plan to squash it in Vegas. So I was out there when he was in the hospital, and praying for him to come through. But, you know, rest in peace to Pop.
I've never known Nas to lie, so I'm going to have to say that the story that Nas gave is probably the most accurate. The main point every rapper, especially young rappers trying to make a name for themselves, can learn from this is that Nas will ether you, both lyrically and in the streets. Not just any rapper can get a reaction out of Nas, though. Case in point, when 50 Cent and Cameron dissed Nas before they reached legend status. Click the video on the screen to find out why Nas didn't ether them when he had the chance to. Peace.